guys, welcome back to another video. I know I've been gone for about 2 months. I have not posted and filmed a lot, but I've said that a while. And life happens. It means we have great days like this. Other times, not so much. Sometimes everything that you're doing and it feels like you have, honestly, just like no time in the world and no energy. So you're just like, why am I even doing this? Why am I even here? So sometimes you just gotta do what you can and refuel. To film this like so many different times. It's like here and there, and I know it's okay, and yeah. But anyways, back to the real reason is that I've been missing for about 2 weeks, or actually not 2 weeks, 2 months. I did try to film here and there, and there are a few things that I wanted to catch up on and a few things I just didn't. So although I did film a lot of stuff, I just did not edit, and I kind of just want to do a fresh start. That being said, I may or may not edit a lot of these videos. They may or may not go up. I honestly just don't know. I don't know where my camera is, to be honest. Okay, sorry for that. So I mean, like, I was trying to focus on myself, but I was also trying to be like a good student, kind of, as well as like a good human being, and it just was catching up to me, and I was stressed, and it took a lot. But for the past 2 months, I was thinking about inserting clips here and there, but I figured I would just tell you. So I basically finished this class. If you guys remember, it was my communications class, and I've recently started this class. I'm currently taking an economics class. So the previous class I passed. I got, I think, a 3.7, because they go either 4.0, 3.7, 3.3, 3.0. So you don't really have that in-between grade, which I kind of wish I did, because I did pretty well, but that's okay. It was like a highly stressful class, even though they say that this class was the easiest. And so I was just like, oh, okay, well, so I feel like this time around, I may not be as active as I used to be on here, and it's okay. Sometimes it does get to you, but I'm gonna try. But I won't put any guarantees. And I figured out, to the 35 people who have subscribed and to the 8 people who somehow still watch these videos, thank you so much. But I don't know why. But it's like, it's a lot, and I was gone for 2 months. I didn't look at it, and the fact that I ended up having like an extra 3 people come here, and I was just like, I haven't uploaded anything since like January or February, and it was a lot. And so, you know, that's okay. It gets to you, and it's fine. But in my life, I got this little bow the other day, and I got so many compliments yesterday at work when I was wearing it. But on that work note, we changed scrub color, so we are no longer that hunter green color that I think you may have seen in the previous videos. We are now this pewter gray, which I actually do like. I actually prefer probably the material, because they're like yoga material, and it's just like so comfortable, and they're like better than PJs because they're yoga material, so you're like in PJs, but like a better version of it. And I'm just like, yes, this is great. So there's that. Like I said, this event, actually I was going to say like 2 weeks ago, but it was actually like a week ago. I did go to Texas, when it was an event that I was planning for about 6 months now. And there were lots of ups and downs, and I got to do some things. I was crazy enough, but I had like a picture, I think it's downstairs, but I just took it on my Instagram, and it was just like, I put it up, I think this morning, and I was just like sleep deprived and sugar high, because we had about 300 vegan donuts, and I was just like crazy. Like, I mean, like, I was in charge of food and stuff, and I didn't think we were going to meet that many. However, gotta be safe and sorry, but it was good. It was great. I think the overall event turned out amazing, and I appreciate it. I was like, this is amazing, this is great. Yes, there were a few hiccups and mishaps, and I still have to like kind of close those gaps in general, but I think in a way, or in a sense, that I think overall, like, we accomplished the goal, and I'm hoping that the turnout was great. So we will do a feedback, and then I think this weekend, at the end of the week, we are going to do a recap of like all the leaders and stuff who came in afterwards, especially the core ones who were starting it from the beginning. We're going to talk about it and see like what we can work on better to make it, what we can work on to make it better next year, what were our downfalls, what were the upsides, where we were really doing great and where we were slacking a little bit. And so, and it's not just us, but it's like also other people who also took a role into that, and I think that was great. So I actually did go out, and I printed out a few pictures right here, which honestly are kind of the same ones, but I figured here is one of them. I was on a plane, so there's that. This is from last year. This is a currently one. And then I have this year, which I feel like I probably mentioned to a previous video, but not on this one, is that I did get to go to see Governor Whitmer's. She's the governor of Michigan, and she had a budget proposal, so I actually got to listen to her talk about it. It was actually interesting, and I got to meet the president of our college, as well as one of the VPs, and that was amazing. It was definitely not something, it was like a very, very last minute thing. It was like 2 days beforehand, they're like, do you want to go here? Like, if you're free, you can go, we have tickets and stuff. And I was just like, yep, I'm good, or I'll go. And so me and a bunch of other student leaders, which are pictured here, we got to go and listen to her speak about it, and it was honestly really, really cool and really nice. And then about a week ago, I actually got to meet with again, the president of my college, as well as one of the other VPs, and we got to talk about what we'd like to see in change in school. So of course that meeting was completely confidential. What we learned, or what we discussed and stuff, and what they told us and we told them, it's like strictly under wraps kind of at the moment. So but I think it is for the beneficial of the college, of the things that we were discussing, and I think that was great. So I was like really super, super excited. I did also buy my first ever bath bomb, which was crazy. It's like, I don't know what it is. It's like a bunny egg, so it's like this one. Ooh. So there's that in there. I'm just gonna spill it. And then I also got like the little fun bunny thing, which I wanted the dino one, but they didn't have that one. They ran out, so I was like, it's all right. I'm just gonna put this in there because it's fallen everywhere. And then I also got this couple wash cards. This is like the last one I have, and then a few shower bombs. I got the blue one, which I cannot say the name of, and then of course Sleepy, because I think I have a little bit of the blue one left, which is I think like that much. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like this really long name, starts with a K, and it's fine, whatever. But on that note, I decided that I kind of wanted to go back to when I used to be happier. So I'm doing a little things. Like, I probably never would have worn this bow ever when I was younger, and now I'm wearing it like 24/7. So I'm kind of getting back into this thing where I'm just trying to be happy and comfortable in the stuff that I wear, as well as in my own skin, which is a little weird, but I think it's okay. Like, I mean, it's been a whirlwind. And while I was there, actually, I forgot, here, when I was in Texas, I also got this really cool keychain, which will remind me, we have a notebook, but I feel like that notebook was great when we were writing things in during the discussions, so that was great. However, I didn't really use mine. I kind of just wrote things down on my phone and just listened as well. But that's okay. So I had this little thing to remember and take around with me if I want to. But in that sense, I want to be comfortable in my own skin. So yes, I'm wearing this. I decided to go to Bath & Body Works, and I was trying to find the Japanese Cherry Blossom like fragrance, their perfume set that they had, and that was like my go-to scent like all the time when I was younger, and apparently I don't have that anymore, so it's okay. So I got the lotion, excuse me, I got the lotion instead. I was gonna get the spray, but I was like, let's just get the lotion instead. So I got that. I got a new pair of shoes, which I'm hoping, I've definitely broke them into them yet, but it's good. I just stuck them in a box, but it's been great. It's honestly, like, it's just been busy, and it's been a lot of work, and I know that it's not going to change. I turn 26 in about 3 weeks, exactly 3 weeks, and I am not looking forward to it at all. And it's weird. It's different. And I'm like this. I mean, I don't feel older. However, I know that age does get to, like, eventually does reach to you, and sometimes you're like, I feel like sometimes you should have this like goal, a mindset of like what you should be doing, where you should be at, and I feel like I'm not at that goal yet, and it's okay. Or at least I'm trying to learn that it's okay. And I feel like this happens to me every year. Like, I get older, and I'm just like, I feel like more lost than what I did when I was younger. It's like goals shift. You don't know what you're doing with your life, like what you should be. Like, do I know what I want? Sometimes, but still, it's like a struggle to get there. And I think learning is the biggest process, and having to learn to accept that is not easy, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, and that's what I've been trying to do. And sometimes I'm just like, well, you got to take chances, and I think for me, taking that chance is sometimes like the hardest thing to do. So like, yes, I want to, like, I don't know, like recently I was like, I don't want to work at the job that I have anymore. It's a struggle. It doesn't make me happy anymore. There are a few people, like this weekend, I was like so thankful, and it's like every weekend it's the same people, because honestly, if it wasn't for the people who I work with on the weekends, I don't think I'd survive at work anymore. And it's just such a struggle, because I go on a normal day and it's like, am I real? Like, what am I doing here? And like, it doesn't make me happy doing the thing that I was doing. So, I mean, for me, it's like, am I willing to take another job? Probably. However, it's like, I need to have that security that I'm going to have that job for at least another year or two, and before I move on. And I think finding that security is the hard part, because you never know with a lot of jobs. So sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do and call it great. But I don't know, it's a struggle. And you have your happy moments and you have your sad moments, but I'm going to try to make most of them happy, which is why I'm trying to go back to my old school roots. Like I said, I think a couple months ago when it was like November/December, I think it was during Vlogmas, I said that I was going to finish a book in about 3 weeks. Guess what? That didn't happen. It's still not going to happen. I feel like I did do a little bit of writing. However, overall, I feel like it just may not happen. So that's okay. I have my bullet journal. There is a few things that I do want to talk to you guys about. So I am turning 26, and this is my idea and plan. I don't know if a lot of it's going to happen or not, but I was going to have a Forever 25 party, but I don't think that's going to happen. But I might do a brunch is what I'm kind of going for, just because I am working actually on my actual birthday, and that's just a different story. And then I'm on call that weekend that I have actually requested off. I actually requested off actually my actual birthday and not the other stuff, but it's okay. Sometimes you get the things that you want, sometimes you don't, but it's okay. So I'm planning on maybe doing a brunch that weekend before I if I do get called in, then I don't have to worry about that, so it'll be good. But yeah, and then I was like, maybe I'll go to the casino, and then I really, like last year, I wanted a unicorn cake so badly, but I never got one, and that's okay. So this year, I'm really hoping I can make one this year. And the other two, I was like, I want to go watch a couple movies, and there's two of them. I want to watch Kalunk, and the other one is Marvel The Endgame, and so I like that down right here on this side, so I'm like super duper excited for that, and I can't wait for it. So that's kind of like all I have, and then I have number balloons, because I wanted to do that with my 25th, was just like take a really cool picture with my number balloons, be happy about it, and call it great. The other one on this page, which is a 365 transformation, and I feel like I should have written down the day that I started this, but it was like in March. I think it was like March 10th or something. So it's been about a month, almost a month. It's a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. So I will put another video on that, but I know like recently there are people that have been like, oh, like a 24-hour glow up or a 10-hour change or something, like a transformation, and I'm like, you know what, you can transform yourself, and it's usually the outside part of you that transforms, not internally, and I kind of want to do a full-on where I am feeling much better, and I feel confident in myself as well as things, and I feel like that stuff you just can't do overnight. So just to do a quick recap, one is I will be losing a lot more weight because I haven't been happy, but that's okay. Also, I'm currently fasting, which is like a weird kind of fasting because I can still eat, but I can eat like all the sugary stuff I want, just not like the carbs or wheat stuff, so we'll figure it out. So that's that. One is to try to clear out my skin, which is doing a little bit better, but like when I wrote that down, my face was like in breakouts and terrible stuff. The other stuff is like just declutter all the things that are just not making me happy. And I realized this because when I was making this picture collage, I realized that a lot of the things that I have in here, like I don't use, they just don't make me happy. And then like I have, when I have stuff around me, it's like I just feel like I'm being held down. And I know I've mentioned this before, but it's like, if I don't use it and I don't need it, then why don't I just get rid of it? And I think it's partial is sentimental, and the other part is, will I need it in the future kind of a thing? And I'm like, am I getting any benefit out of it? No, not really. And so a lot of this stuff is just like, well, I don't need, like, for example, like my green scrubs, I will no longer need them. Yes, I can wear them at home, like just cause if I really wanted to. However, am I going to do that? No. I have like 6 other different colors of scrubs, and they also just sit in my closet, and they just take up space. And it's like, do I need this? No. Do I need them? Why don't you just get rid of them? Because it's a struggle, and I think it's just so hard just to put it out there. And I did try the online selling thing, nothing sold. So I was like, I don't know. It's like, is it because it's like super dirt cheap, or is it because like I'm just not trying hard enough or something? And so I think that's just a thing where, and then I don't know, it's fine. I did try the minimalism route and tried to reduce the stuff that I want, but sometimes I feel like I just like need to go out and just buy something even if I don't need it. And it's a struggle because I know, like, I mean, look at this. Like, this is something. I mean, these earrings, I bought them like 3 years ago. Never wore them until today. All right, I'm going to talk to my mom and I'll come back. When mama calls, you got to answer. So anyways, so part of this glow up challenge that oh, you are a little crooked. My bad. Ta-da. Okay, there, it's a little bit better. It's a little off. Anyway, so part of the glow up challenge was to drink a green smoothie every morning. That is not going to happen. That's okay. The other one was to do a bit of hair care. I did chop off a couple inches, like that much. But you can't tell, so it's okay. But the other thing is to reduce the heat, increase the treatment, so maybe try dyeing it, I don't know. But I really wanted to get rid of the damage. It's still a bit damaged at the bottom, but it's okay. One is to reduce the number of time I spent on TV shows, increase the time on my YouTube videos / the actual edit / production of it. I do want to like up it a little bit more just because I feel like I'm not doing a whole lot, and I feel like everything's kind of similar and same, and I've just been slacking. But it's like I've kind of just been under stress, and I feel like I want to do more of it so I can be a little bit more time because it's like my hobby. It's like I need to have fun. And so there is that. The other is to write 2 times weekly. That has not happened, but hopefully we're going to call it great. But I think it's not just even in general, like my book, it's also just having thoughts written down and stuff, because I know in here somewhere I've been like journaling a little bit on its and bits of just things that are on my mind. And I think that's actually kind of helpful. The other is to not overspend. I do tend to shop a lot. Like, I mean, recently, like if you looked at my stuff, I was like, I spent a lot, but like everything was within a budget kind of, and said like I still, when I do enjoy myself a lot, like I don't tend to spend, over a lot, but there are things here and there that I probably don't need to buy or have and stuff, and or just like I say stuff a lot, but like in general. So it's just like, do you need this? No. Should you have it? No. But are you gonna get it? Probably. So I think it's just like focusing more on that. Blah 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 blah. Reduce the number of time on socials. I feel like I've been on social media a lot, and that, like, sometimes it's like me just even struggling to get out of bed because I'm just like, I'm scrolling through my phone, just doing like checkups and updates, and I feel like it's going to get better a bit, but like there are things that like I have to check up on emails, and I'm always like, I feel like I'm on LinkedIn a lot now compared to like other things, but I feel like it does end up adding up and takes a lot of your time in general. So it's like, there's that. Be more organized, have better habits, make my bed daily. If you scroll over a little bit, it's probably not, but that's okay. And then, you know, just work on me. Be a little bit more mindful, work on yourself. Just, I don't know, like, don't overwork it, don't book it, don't just, I don't know. Sometimes you just take too much. Anyways, recently I found this quote on Pinterest, and it says, you did not wake up to be mediocre. It's actually, the quote was, you did not wake up today to be mediocre, and it kind of just resonated with me. And it's like, you know, take every day, like, it's okay, you've got this, you know, go above and beyond, because I feel like when you're doing the bare minimum, it's like everybody could do that. You know, it's a struggle, but, you know, just do something that you're proud of. Forget what other people think, because if you are proud that, you know, you were able to get up out of bed this morning, good for you. Like, that is amazing. But if you, like, let's say, accomplished a goal, whether it was, you know, you, not to say like weight or anything, but like, let's say you didn't have sugar today. Like for me, like personally, if I didn't have sugar today, like high five, good for you. Like that's a great goal. But like, or you finished your paper or a school project, or you aced an exam or something, like, good job. Like, I mean, honestly, I feel like, or even if you didn't ace it, like, you accomplished something, like, you did it, you went out and you tried your hardest, like, good for you. Like, I mean, like, honestly, I feel like sometimes we get so caught up in the moments of not doing enough, or like we feel like we stretch ourselves so thin. Like, I wanted to start a podcast where I could just talk open and freely. I feel like that may not happen. This may turn into one of those things, because I feel like this is just going to turn on into a very, very long spiel. I mean, if I added all these minutes together, I'm pretty sure it's like already at like 25 minutes. So it's just like trying to figure that out. But like, honestly, like, don't stretch yourself so thin that you are doing that you're not doing everything halfway. If you're going to do one thing, go ahead and do it like headstrong and commit yourself to that goal. And just do your best. Like, it doesn't matter if you didn't succeed to the highest expectations. If you went out there and you did your best, that's good. That's like all to you. Like, I mean, because honestly, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have been able to do it. And there are things where I still struggle to do. Like, there are days where I struggle to get out of bed. I'm not going to lie. Where I'm just like, why am I even here? Like, why am I even trying? Like, it seems all pointless. Like, there really isn't a reason for me to be here. It's like, I just like, a kind of a thing. And like, if you're able to do any of that, it's just like, I feel like we just don't appreciate ourselves sometimes. And I feel like we should. And we take it out on ourselves, and instead of the actual situation, because that situation is no longer in our control. And if you do everything you can, then there's nothing else to ask for you. And I think sometimes we expect more from ourselves than we do from the actual situation. And by situation, I mean things that are not in our control or anyone else's control. It's kind of just like in destiny's kind of opinion. And I think that's sometimes a struggle. But yeah, that's kind of my little spiel. A lot of this may or may not be edited. I don't know. I'm having fun with this squishy, soft little thing that my shoes apparently are made out of, and it's fun to smush around. Anyways, I got to do a bunch of stuff, and I got homework to catch up on. So I will talk to you guys hopefully very, 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 very soon. If I don't, I am terribly sorry, but I will try my best to get all on this editing mode stuff on. It's good to go. So, but I will try to put this up hopefully before Wednesday, April 10th. So if I do, great. If not, I'm sorry. But I will try my best. So yeah. All right. I hope you guys have a great one. I will talk to you hopefully soon. Bye.